Hey guys, hey, welcome to Wednesday Behind the Scenes. It's really weird. Today went by so fast, and I kind of forgot it was Wednesday because we've been hanging out every day. So if you're in the Fashion Sewing Club, we had our members only live Q&A on Monday. Yesterday, we had a great interview with Abby. That was with the Brothers Sewing News live show. And then today, here we are, our usual behind the scenes. So if you've never been here before, pop in, say hi, say where you're from. You will be so surprised to know that probably your neighbor is sitting there sewing next to you. And then to all my fishing friends that pop in for 5 seconds, hey guys, fishing season is in the air. I'm so excited. Wind's working on the boat. I'm hoping to get it in the water soon. So anyways, for all my fishing friends, I say hi. All right, so I have a few things to go over with you guys today, and I am announcing an amazing giveaway. You guys are not going to want to miss this one because it's pretty cool. And this even goes for my international friends. So finally, I have something for you guys because I know when it comes to shipping, it gets so expensive, all that stuff. Not this one. So, hey guys, so yesterday I had a weird glitch with my volume that it was making this weird buzzing. So could you please give me the hearts and let me know that you can hear me? There's no weird buzzing. I don't have squirrels in the attic, if you know what I mean. Yeah, okay. So I see you guys. Yes. Good morning, Lisa. Oh, thanks, Arnell. You're always so complimentary about my top. So look what I'm wearing. This is my Delilah with my official new lace designs that are launching next week. I'm so excited. So that's kind of a hint on the giveaway. So the big joke about this outfit is that I made it very colorful for the cover of the new lace designs. But it's a bit much, you know, if you were like walking around in it. But you know what? I think it's super fun. And if you haven't missed any of the fashion magazines, or if you have missed them, lace is a hot trend. Very hot trend, which is why I was so excited to work with Eileen in this collaboration of my lace collection to go with her software. So, all right, guys. Well, oh, Glenda said, I almost missed it. It was so far down the page. I'm here. And hi, Julie. Glad you're not in court. Susie, great to see you. What were you doing yesterday? You missed the live show on Monday, I believe, because you were getting your car fixed. Did you say you had a flat tire or just getting your car fixed? I just know that stinks. Liz says she can't wait to get embroidering. Oh, thanks, Lynn. So this top was so easy to make. And don't worry, I'm going to have a ton of lessons for you guys on how to embroider lace in case you don't know how to do that yet. Thank you, Crystal. Anne said she couldn't get on Monday. So Anne, if you send me a message, I'll help you with the members club because it's pretty easy to do after you get the hang of it. All right, sound is clear. We're good. So a couple of things. I got something in the mail. Let's see here. Yes. So remember, we were Sew News Magazine last week I showed you. I completely forgot I even wrote this article. It's been so long. That's what happens when you write sometimes for magazines. Some of them, well, and I think it was actually supposed to be for last fall, but then they made some changes, so it was for the spring. So it was like almost a year ago. So this was the top in person, and I think you're going to love this bell sleeve. I did not post, I can already hear no, I did not post the blog post yet. Do you want to know why? Well, because I had the great idea of moving my blog to a faster server and combining my websites, Fashion Sewing with Angela Wolf and angelawolf.com. Well, that did not work out as planned. So right now, angelawolf.com is up and visible. I have a blog post on there today with the giveaway, but there's some glitches. So be patient when you go to angelawolf.com. Just like have a really long cup of tea. About that long, times 10, and the page will load. So I'm hoping the person I've been working with at GoDaddy, because I actually build my own websites, but they're helping me move it to the different server. They have been so helpful. I've gotten to know them by name, and they actually call me. So if you know from GoDaddy, usually you have to call in. They're calling me. So you know that I'm having a problem. But we'll get it all fixed, probably by next week at the latest. But in the meantime, angelawolf.com is working. So this is going to be one of the blog posts coming up. This is the bell sleeve. So different than the photo that you saw in the magazine. Let's see if I can find the photo here. Can you see that okay? Yeah. So this is one of the tops. So this is, believe it or not, a mesh. It's mesh. It's a mesh. It has a little stretch. It's a knit. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh. And guess what? You don't have to hem it because it is a knit that does not fray. And it's see-through. This would be fantastic on, I don't know, like a sportswear. Hey, Julie, I just saw you sent me an email with some dog photos. Thank you, by the way. I'll check them out shortly. So this is how big this bell sleeve is. So obviously it's not going to match what I'm wearing. So just picture like you're only looking at half of me. Isn't this fun? Very big. Definitely would get in your food. But I angled it. So instead of, you know, sometimes the bell sleeves hang straight down. See how it angles out? So hopefully when you were eating, you wouldn't have too much hitting. That was at least my plan. So all I did was design the bell. It's basically, I took the sleeve, slashed it in pieces and spread it just like this picture here. For those of you that don't want to wait for the blog post, or if you went to buy Sew News magazine, there's the picture of what the sleeve. And there's the other picture. And there's the overall pictures, all three of the tops. Okay, so I found this, I don't even know where I got. This was a Levi's top. This must have been in my stash. And you can see I just did nice top stitching to hold the seam allowance in place. Pretty simple. I think it would be a really fun thing to do on like a white denim top or some of these really fun, colorful ones that are coming out for spring. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mildred. Elnora, I'm glad you love that too. I know. Hey, Christina, you finally made it. Well, the Wolfpack welcomes you because I love it when you can watch live. Don't worry, if you miss live and you're watching the replay, I still go back and read what you say, but it's way more fun if we're hanging out together. Well, I have the material in the shop. Marty, great question. I wonder, well, to answer your question about that, I don't know. I actually bought this fabric last year at Joann's, but it was so cool and it looks like denim that I went back and purchased more. Then I moved to a different studio in August. I made this out, I remade these tops back in, I want to say February of 2018. Yeah, that would be a whole year and 2 months ago or something like that, at least a year ago. So I had extra fabric. I just don't know what I did with it. And then when I moved, I have a ton of bins of fabric. So speaking of fabric, Wynn had a fabulous idea for you guys. So starting in May, well, I actually might start this weekend because I have some I need to get rid of. But starting in May, I will be showing pieces of fabric to the Fashion Sewing Club first. They get it for the first week. And then whatever's left, I'm not saying whatever's left like it wasn't good enough, but the Fashion Sewing Club gets first dibs on the fabric that I'm going to be showing. There can be anything from 1 yard to 3 yards to 4 yard pieces. I'm just going to go through bins and purge because all of this fabric is beautiful. And I could not make something out of all my fabric if I started yesterday and sewed until I turned 95, maybe 96, maybe. Because by then I probably won't be sewing, but you never know. So that's going to be new in May, but I'm probably going to start this weekend because I have a bin I want to get rid of, and I'll see if I can find this. I'll let you know, but wait till you see some new fabrics I got. While I'm up, check this out. So because of the new Linda pattern that's coming out, and don't ask me the exact date yet because I don't know. I want April 1st. But with that website glitch this week, I just, there's only so many screens I can have open to finish all this. But I'm stocking up on silk chiffon. I know, didn't I just tell you I don't need more fabric? Well, I purchased this in bulk, so you guys can have some too. Anyone who loves pink, silk chiffon, a little see-through. I could actually see even some embroidery on this, some white lace embroidery over this to give it even more oomph. But even with no embroidery, this is going to make a gorgeous Linda top, which is just like the top I have hanging right there. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. So this is a little bit sheer, so you probably need to wear like a little cami or something. But this will be probably on Friday. I will be launching this to the Fashion Sewing Club and then next week to everybody else. So what do you think? Yeah, very cool. And there's quite a bit. I don't know how many yards. I got more because I'm prepping for silks that are a little bit neutral because I need things to wear in the fall. As you know, I'm going to be going to California teaching at sewingmachines.plus.com. Will any of you be joining me, by the way? That is going to be a really fun event. That event is we're going to be sewing, embroidering lace for the morning portion, and in the afternoon we're going to be refashioning a garment. So you can either sew your own garment, depending on how good you are at sewing, or if you're a total newbie, you can upcycle a project, which would be very cool. So I need some neutral colored silks to bring out. I don't really think in October in California, if I'm wearing like bright pink silk chiffon, it's kind of fall. So hold on, I'm trying to get this plastic off of here. Okay, some more silk. This is suede silk. I wish you could feel it. It's so soft. You can see the drape. It's definitely not my color, but it'll look really good underneath a black jacket, which I'm always missing these neutral tank tops to wear under black. So again, another color that I could add dye. Silks are awesome to dye. Add dye to it, take dye out of it. Oh, I wonder what this would look like if I added a splash of bleach. Or maybe add some black dye to this. I think I see an experiment coming down the pike. So anyways, this is a suede silk. So I need to count all the yardage on all these, take photos, and then I'll launch them to you guys. And then I think I got like 15 bolts. So I'm just showing you 3. But wait till you see this one. Now, this one you might think, what in the world are you going to do with this? But you've seen so many of my things where I do needle felting on silk dupioni. Well, I have navy dupioni, and I have a few other colors that I don't have online yet that I will put online. But this one I couldn't resist. It's kind of a hunter green. It looks brown. Doesn't it? Like in your screen, does this look brown? I'm guessing yes, because you guys are hilarious. Spaghetti sauce. Spaghetti sauce magnet. Amy, what? Black embroidery lace. Yes, black embroidery lace would look good on that. Actually, embroidery on this in a cream color would be beautiful. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing needle felting on this silk dupioni to get it all messy, and then add some embroidery to it and make a custom jacket for myself, or you can make your own using the Evelyn pattern. Something very simple because I don't want too many distractions, so then I can do the needle felting and the embroidery. I will probably back it with silk organza, which I have 2 bolts that came in of silk organza. So I should have all the supplies. I'm going to test it, see what it looks like. I'm really curious to know that when I do the needle felting on this, if it turns out green or brown. I mean, it looks brown in the screen, but it's really green. It's like a hunter green. I don't even know what, it's so hard to say. And you know how in the screen it looks different. Silk dupioni has a tendency of looking way too fancy for me for wearing jeans, but if I needle felt it, distress it, add some neutral color embroidery. I love the idea of black on here. That would be cool. Yeah, so Brianna wants to know if I watch Project Runway. Of course I do. I haven't watched it in a little while, but I do watch it, yes. It's brown. So Arnell says it's brown on the screen. Well, it's really not. So I'm going to have to find a way to show you the exact color. I'll compare it to something outside, which right now everything is like a neutral color, right? Okay, what else do I have? All right, that bolt's down. I just cleaned my floor, so no worries on that. That one's down, and that one's down. So stay tuned for Friday for the Fashion Sewing Club, everybody. And then everyone else, you'll get to see all of this next week sometime. All right. Couple things. Here's another one of the tops that I did where we turned it into one arm. So for those of you that are into one arm tops, which is still in style, and it probably will be for like another, I don't know, a while. I'm going to just button this. This was another one where I basically just cut across the top and cut this off, but I wanted to show you how the inside. That's just a bias tape that I got at Joann Fabrics. And I sewed that in place to finish the edges and then added elastic. Super easy. Okay, and what is the last one? This shirt is so old, but I'm kind of like cheesy like this. Sometimes I have clothes that maybe Wynn purchased when we first started dating, and I have to laugh because I was only 24 years old. Now that might sound old, but I was not that old. 24 is not that old. And I just got out of college, so my wardrobe consisted of colored jeans and sweatshirts. That was the age that I went to college. Yes, colored jeans, I know. Trying to think of the store that we used to shop at. They had every color of jean. Express. Yes, I was an Express junkie in college. So Wynn had purchased a few tops because he was a little bit older, a little bit more traditional, very, you know, loved a boat, had like, I don't know, just a different style of how he dressed. So he got me this jean top. In fact, he used to always wear jean tops, and I absolutely didn't like them. But I think I hear him coming in. He must know I'm talking about him. Hello? Maybe not. Maybe somebody else is coming in. So anyways, this is a jean top, and I'd wear it with jeans, but it wasn't my favorite. But I kept it, along with like a handful of other outfits, just to keep, like a pair of shorts that I couldn't even fit on one of my legs. I was so tiny when I got out of college. I think it's because I existed on Doritos and English muffins with peanut butter. Remember, I don't cook. I'm getting better though. So anyways, this was one of my favorites. I didn't want to get rid of it. So I thought this would be a perfect one to rehab. So I cut the sleeve off and turned it into a tank. And this is what I was telling you guys last week, that when you do that, you end up with a big gaping hole right here, because your sleeves are bigger on these big denim shirts. So I added a dart, and I'll show you the inside. You can see I added a dart right from the armscye down, okay? And then, again, I used bias tape on the inside to finish the inside edge. Super easy. Maybe it's the mailman, UPS guy, anybody outside that I should know about. Okay. Yeah. So what do you think of that? Everybody, I'm watching all of your comments. Oh, thanks, Marcy. The jacket sounds awesome, Cher says. Ordered your touch of lace. Hey, Dee, can't wait to get them. And Dee, I saw that you could not open your file. If you ordered the lace collection, you get the Delilah top as a PDF file. Many of you have that top already, but if you don't, you get the PDF version. If you want the paper version, you'll have to message me, but this comes with it. So she was trying to get the download, so I'll help you with that later today. So sorry that you couldn't do that. It looks like green went bye-bye. That's what Arnell, are you talking about that one fabric? Oh, that's hilarious. I see jackets, definitely. Silk grunging. Hey, Christina, I love that term, silk grunging. Yes, that's definitely it. Glenda says, I only have a 4x4. Should I order the lace package? Glenda, let me check all my designs because let's see if I can bring them up here. Hold on 1 minute. Almost all of the designs fit inside of a 4x4 hoop, but the bigger designs fit in a 5x7 hoop. So let me bring this up and I'll show you. See if I can. Let's see how fast the computer is working today. Maybe. Oh, goodness. Okay. While I'm looking that up, you can see on here, you see on here, like even these, this section here is one big design, or they all come individually, little guys. So some of these little guys you can definitely embroider by yourself, but the whole collection here you could not. So I think there's 5 designs that do not fit in a 4x4 hoop, but there's 73 designs. Gosh, I don't even remember now because we kept adding more. All right, I'll bring this up. Here we go. I knew they were in here somewhere. Let's see if I can add my screen. Now, if I add my screen and a buzzing happens, let me know right away and I will click it off, okay? Because that's what happened yesterday. And sometimes it happens when I have a guest on, especially with Mac. I don't know why, but that just is. All right, let's see, Glenda, if I could bring this up. Let me make myself small here. Wrong one. Okay, there we go. So if you can see these designs of all of these right here, if you look at the bottom left, that's one of these. So that would definitely fit inside of, so that's like one of these right here. That would definitely fit inside of a 4x4. So every design on this collection here would fit in a 4x4. And see those 3 flowers, 1, 2, 3? Don't those look huge? Yeah, well, they're not. They're these little guys. Here we go, let me bring this up. They're these little guys right here. 1, 2, 3. And then there. And the reason that I did that is because now you can take, if you want the whole collection and make one design, you can. Otherwise, if you want to piece your own things together, you have more possibilities at that. And I think I have, let's see if I have any more up here. Nope, that's it. Oh, wait, here we go. Can you see that one okay? Okay, if you look at this one, make myself small here. If you look at all of these, there's the neutral color ones, which I don't even count those. That would be like double counting the same design. But this design here only fits in a, I think it's a 10x14, 11x14. I always forget the exact dimensions. That's the biggest design, and that's the only one that does not fit in a 5x7. So all of these little guys here all will fit in a 4x4. Those are everything that's built out of that design. And then if you look at the bottom, these 2 here, these 2 fit in a 5x7. So it just depends if you want little individual designs or make your own. So hope that helps your question there. Barb says, how do I become a member of the Fashion Sewing Club? Go to angelawolf.com. That's angelawolf.com. Here, I'll put that up here. Thanks to Janice. There's an easy way to get in now. Although, Janice, I wasn't thinking that it was so good this week when my website went down because I keep playing with it. But when I'm all finished, it's all going to be better. So here you go. Go to angelawolf.com and bring my screen down here. And then if you wait like 5 seconds, maybe 6 seconds, at the very top it says Angela Wolf's Fashion Sewing Club, and you can sign in, and that's where you go. And for anybody who's a member that can't remember where to go, that's where you go as well. Now, while I'm showing that, you might be interested in this, because this is what I'm announcing today. I know. Okay, so there you go, Barb. I'm going to show you on here where to do that. Okay, come on up here. Hi, Irene. Great to see you. All right, so when you go to when you go to angelawolf.com, this is what comes up after a few seconds, because I just told you why. And when you scroll down in just a few minutes, you'll see this section here, Angela Wolf Fashion Sewing Club. And if you click on that, that will take you to the Fashion Sewing Club, which is here. It tells you what's in the club. If you're already a member, you can get started now or sign in. All right, go back to Angela Wolf. Now, when you scroll down, there's a big blog post right here, enter to win. So remember, angelawolf.com and enter to win. You won't believe it. I actually am early on getting my contest up. I'm going to draw a winner today for this, but then starting right now, you can enter you can enter the new giveaway that's going to last for a week. So when I click on read more, that will take you to the full blog post, and you can see the countdown has begun. The actual lace designs are launching in 7 days, 8 hours, 56 minutes, and 55 seconds to be exact. There you go. I thought that was pretty fun. And I actually embedded the giveaway right on my page. You don't have to go anyplace else. And on top of that, if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, my face will pop up in your face and you can sign up. Or if you've already signed up, click the X and it goes off. I'm trying to make it easier, but that doesn't mean it'll be easy every week, right? Every once in a while. Make lace sleeves for that sleeveless jean top. That's a good idea, Reen. That would be a great idea on this one. Actually, you know what would look great is on these bell sleeves, to do a big piece of lace on some, maybe a mesh. So thank you, Ellen, by the way. I see something for Darlene. Darlene, I will message you. Darlene just said you're moving. Congratulations, by the way. And I believe you had a birthday yesterday. Speaking of that, happy birthday to all of the March birthdays. I forgot to do that this month, and I've been trying to do that every year. So all the March babies, including my mom, my brother's birthday's today. Let's see, Carter. Oh my gosh, like half my family was born in March. Not me, but happy birthday to all of you that have March birthdays. So if you have a March birthday, say hi, and we're all wishing you a happy birthday. Kathy says, I'm new. Where do I order the lace designs? If you go to AngelaWolfPatterns.com. Let's see. There you go. That's where everything is. And you can pre-order. They ship out next week, April 1st, I believe. Well, it might be the 2nd because they're not shipping to my place until Thursday. So, okay. Anne says the lace is beautiful. All right. Terry wants to know, how do you join the lace insert into your top? Well, I will have a full blog post to teach you, but I actually embroidered this entire thing onto, this is all embroidered onto tulle, the real thin tulle, which looks like this tulle. That's fabric. Wash away the stabilizer, which I have here, that wash away. It's like, it feels like fabric on the bottom. I put the tulle on the top, embroider, and then I give myself good seam allowances around that tulle and then sew it into the side. Very easy to do, even a beginner. Janice says it's easier to find now. Thank you. You're so welcome. It was a great idea, by the way. Well, hi, Esther. Welcome from the Netherlands. The never ever Netherlands. All right, so I have a few more things for you because I know I have a busy day today. So, by the way, while I'm looking up who won, and to tell you a few things coming up, hold on here. Denver. I had a slew of emails with questions for the Denver event, which is coming up. First off, next week, I will be in Cleveland at the original Sewing and Quilt Expo. There's still room in classes. I'm sure they're lecture-style classes, so if they fill up, I think they usually move me to a different room. So we can squeeze a lot of people in there. So that's next Friday and Saturday. I will be there on Thursday because I'm going to be drawing a winner to the big giveaway that I'm going to be announcing in a second there at noon. Well, probably like 2 or 4 o'clock p.m. I don't know. It depends on the schedule and how easy it is to what's going on there. Okay, so that's next week. Original Sewing and Quilt Expo, Friday, Saturday. Also, on Friday is the fashion show. Now, this time I did hear somebody. Hi.
Hi.
Everyone say hi to Win. Where's your head? Oh, let's see. You were looking for something. There you go.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Office work here. Everyone says hi. Win, is it fishing season yet?
Getting close.
He says it's getting close. He was working on his boat. I don't see any paint on you. I don't see. He had a rough week last week. One day he came in. Can I tell? And I said, what happened to your nose? Well, he clobbered his nose. It looks better, though. He didn't break it. He just clobbered it. And then last year, one time he came in, looked like a Smurf because he dumped a whole paint of blue, what was that color paint?
Crusader blue.
Crusader blue paint on his head. Oh yes, almost like this color, but a little bit more Smurfy looking. Anyways, you look great, Win. Everybody says hi. Thanks for stopping by. Everybody says hi, cutie pie. You guys are great. Well, he says hi to you too. He said he was bummed that he had to miss today, so yeah. Okay, so back to the Denver thing. I had a slew of emails that everyone was asking what's happening in Denver, and also for the OSQE next week, when is the fashion show? So at the original Sewing and Quilt Expo, I'm going to be there Thursday afternoon, even though I'm not teaching that day. I have items in the booth. It's the Martha Pullen booth. That's where you'll find some of my patterns and things like that. But Joe will be there. You all know Joe with his dress forms. He's teaching, but he is carrying my stabilizer, my embroidery stabilizer. So everything to make lace, save on shipping, and go by Joe's booth. So I will have some things there as well. So the fashion show is Friday at noon. I'm announcing the big winner of the giveaway Thursday from the show. I'll keep you posted on the time. I think I had penciled in 4 o'clock, but it really depended on how busy it was there. I might do it earlier. You don't have to be present to win, so don't worry. And then on Friday's the fashion show. I'm teaching Friday and Saturday. I'm home for a couple days, and I'm off to Denver. The Denver event is where I got the biggest questions. So Rocky Mountain Sew and Vac is in Sheridan, Colorado, right outside of Denver. They have 2 different events planned for 3 different days. So there's a 2-day event, and that is for those of you that live around there or, or are traveling there. Either way, it's a great place to go. If you've ever wanted to play on the Dream Machine, the Scan and Cut, learn about embroidery stabilizer, things like that, the 2-day event is for you, for sure. So what that is you've heard me talk about where you rotate rooms and play on different machines. So my class, you will be spending about 3 hours with me. And then, of course, I'll be around at lunchtime. So my class is 3 hours long. I don't know what I did with my little bag, but it's a little bag. Some of you made it before. I've taught this class 2 other times, but this time is with the double cover stitch. So it's just like what we did in New Mexico last year. Albuquerque, I think is where that was. And you get to play with the double cover stitch machine. The other thing I've added, because the class is twice as long as the one in Albuquerque, is you'll actually get a tutorial on how to use a cover stitch machine, how to stitch, even though we're making a bag that's very cute. And you're also going to be using the NS80, which is my little travel machine. You're going to make a bag, but you're going to learn how to use the double cover stitch and how to hem, how to do the cover stitch all in the circle and not have all your stitches fall out, all those things. So it should be a fun class. Then you're going to rotate to the Luminaire room with the Scan and Cut. I have the hiccups. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I have the hiccups. So sorry if you hear me, but I do have the hiccups. So then you're going to rotate to the Luminaire room, and that's with Louis Carney. Who does not love Louis Carney? He's awesome. He's very creative. He's hilarious to listen to, but he is so talented. So I'm sure, I haven't seen what project he has you guys doing, but I'm sure it's going to be fabulous because it always is. So then then that's one room. My room's a different room. Then they have a room with stabilizers where you're going to learn about stabilizers. Bye. I think he went down into his man cave in the basement. A few fishing poles there. So, and then the last room is a Scan and Cut room. And I didn't recall who's teaching in that, but it sounded like a fun project, like etching glass. So that glass, etching glass. So that is on Thursday and Friday. It's a 2-day event, Thursday and Friday. So you have to attend both days or you're going to miss out. Now on Saturday, and this is really geared towards anyone, but particularly the Sewing Guild. The Sewing Guild is so active. They love garment sewing, which I love that too. Obviously, that's why we get along so well. And a lot of guilds have asked me to teach in different places. Well, my travel schedule is so booked, I can't add additional things like this. So what we're doing is a 1-day lecture, which is on Saturday after the 2-day event. You can just attend on Saturday. I think the price is very minimal, maybe $49 for the day. The morning is going to be all about embellishing. The afternoon is all going to be about learning how to sew designer clothes. And we'll obviously have time for Q&A. I talk about fitting. Pretty much, you can play with all the clothes that I bring. It's a lot of fun. If any of you have ever been to my full day lectures, you know that I pack them full of information. This will be very similar to the one I just did in Florida. So any of you here from Florida that was at the Palm Beach, you can let everyone know if you had a good time. And if you didn't, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I hope you did have a good time. So, all right, let's see. I see Janice. Found 2 rod and reels in the house we bought. Going to get them working and take grandkids fishing. Wait a minute. You bought a house that somebody left their fishing poles there? What? Well, it definitely wasn't my husband's house. What time is the fashion show on Friday? Chris, the fashion show is at noon on Friday in Cleveland. It's totally free. You just have to enter. You have to come into the show. So whatever it is for a daily ticket to get into Original Sewing and Quilt Expo. Friday at noon. I will look forward to that. And I will post a schedule because I have a ton of classes, but I'm going to make sure I get back to the booth. It's the Martha Pullen booth. I don't know what booth number it is, but I have a section about that big in there. And then I also go to a live show and say hi to Joe. But I'll be there to sign patterns, take photos, I'd love to meet you in person. That's always the best thing. That's the best part of going to these events, actually. And Darlene said she would love to go to Cleveland, but she has a new granddaughter to welcome. Now that takes definite priority. Definitely. Let's see. Robin, will I be at the Spring Quilt Market in May? I have no plans for that. No, I will not be. Usually starting in May, in case you guys are wondering, I don't plan any travel plans between the 1st of May and August, except for a couple things with Brother, because that's usually when we're getting ready for B2B. I go to Brother's convention the first week of August, and I tape It So Easy, which is at the end of summer. That fills my entire summer along with fishing tournaments. So if you ever wonder why, American Sewing Guild, I would love to go to their annual event. They've asked me to teach there. They've asked me to come. I can't because it's right in the middle of fishing season, and I only have a few good months here, right? But also, I'm also prepping to get ready for It's So Easy TV, which is very important. And we're going to be taping season 18, if you can believe that. Oh, good, Birdie. I'll see you in Denver. Awesome. So, by the way, if you are going to the Denver event, if you need their phone number or if you need their website, anything like that, just message me. I'll send it to you. I'll leave a link there as well. From what I understand from some of the emails, there wasn't everything on their website, so nobody really understood what was going on. So I apologize for that. I don't know where it went, but it's there now, I think. So I can give you their phone numbers if you have any questions. I believe for the 2-day event, all of your supplies for everything is included. I know for my stuff it is. So you'll get to make the projects, whatever it is. I don't know if it's team sewing where you share a machine, but I'm pretty sure for my class, everybody's making a bag. So I will double check that, or you can call them and ask. Oh, I love your name, Soraya. I love your blouse. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to be wearing a lot of these. So Nancy's going to be in Cleveland. This is going to be very fun. Thanks, Marianne. All right, Darlene, go back to work. I will talk to you soon. All right, Glenda wants to know, do you have black twill tape? I may have dreamed it. You're hilarious. I think we just talked about this. I do have black twill tape. In fact, I have like 10 containers of it. I just found it. I had ordered it at the old studio and then I moved. So let me just see if it's up here yet. And I can tell you, I ordered it because a lot of times on my jackets, I'm using darker jackets, and I always use twill tape around the neckline, maybe in the front, and I wanted it, not that you can see it, but I just wanted to have black. So let me see. If you go to angelawolfpatterns.com, go to Notions, it should be under Notions. I did get my thread cutters up there. They're sideways on the photo, but they're there. So if you click on twill tape, it looks white right now, and I believe you can, or maybe not, I guess not, just leave a note that you want black instead of white. How's that? Until I get it fixed. But there should be a place where you could pick what color you want. So if you want black, you can just leave a note and I will give you black twill tape instead. So thank you for mentioning that because it made me double check what's going on. Oh, Helen, it was great to meet you in Florida. Yes, and it was awesome. Judy said she saw Lewis when he was with a different machine company and he was delightful. I agree, and we're happy that he's with Brother because that's a double bonus. Melody, everybody met Melody in Florida at the Florida event and drooled over her awesome book, which was fantastic. Okay, Chris, you're going to be at my class at 10 o'clock. Well, good. You can make sure I get to the fashion show in time. I love it when everybody's in my class because then I'm never late. You guys can guide me along. And yes, we did meet new friends. Gabby, I told Wynn that we're going to go fishing with you. She says, go fishing with me. I told Wynn that we have to go to Texas and plan a time to go fishing with you. He hasn't gotten back to me on a date yet, but. And Janet, glad you're here. Better late than ever. Oh, you're welcome, Robin. Great to see you. And I cannot wait to see what you're working on. I think you're working on the Evelyn right now, or the Delilah. What were you sewing in the group the other day? Something. And Lynn said she's already signed up for the San Diego classes. So the San Diego classes are in the fall, the first week of October. Now, those are limited in size. So I believe the hands-on classes is limited to 25 or 30 people, depending on how many machines they have. That same thing in California, where one day is a hands-on class, and then, but that's just with me, nobody else. So you're hanging out with me for the whole day, embroidering and sewing, and then the next day is a lecture demo. So if you're part of the American Sewing Guild in California, make sure you contact sewingmachinesplus.com and tell them that maybe your group would like to come for one of the days, either in San Diego or what's the other town, guys? I always forget that one. Both of their stores I'm coming to. So I would love to have you there. And plus, it's so fun to meet people from American Sewing Guild. All right, you guys, does twill tape have bias since you put it around your neck? Jackie, it does not have bias. The twill tape is sturdy. Let me see if I can find some. Hold that thought, because I was just cutting this. So let me look up here. Twill tape. Where would that be? I have thread. Hold on a second. Oh, I found some. Okay. Here you go. This is twill tape. And I actually just purchased one that this is really, really narrow. Oops. See how narrow this is? It's on the website, it says 1/4 of an inch. I just purchased this new stuff that's even a smidge smaller. So whatever's a smidge smaller than 1/4. I think it's like an 1/8, or it's between an 1/8 and 1/4. I always get the 16ths mixed up, but I will measure it. So this does not stretch. This is what I use for my ruching my sides. It's also what I use in the neckline, not for knit tops, but for jackets. So when you stitch this into the neckline, it prevents your neckline or your armscye on a jacket from stretching out, because you don't want your neckline on a jacket to stretch out. So not for knits, though. That's a whole different thing. Lynn says, that's why I signed up early. You guys are good. All right. Bonnie says, I love when you travel to the studio. You never know where you're going to pop up. That makes two of us, by the way. Today I've been spring cleaning. So I've got a front entrance, a back entrance, and I cannot wait to plant flowers. I feel spring is in the air, but I'm not doing it yet because anytime I plant flowers before May 31st, it snows. All right, if you guys don't have more questions, I'm going to tell you about this awesome giveaway, and I'm going to draw a winner to season 16. And, oh, we're just about out of time. So first off, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Let's draw a winner for season 16. I'm going to open this out of the plastic. So just so you know, this is brand new, but I took the plastic off because whoever wins it, I will make sure that I sign this for you. It has all of the DVDs for season 16, so you can thank my producer, Kathy, for that. She's awesome. And like you know, we just finished taping season 17. Wait a minute. We just finished taping season 17. That means going back to what I said in the spring, coming in July, I will be taping season 18. 18. Can you believe 9 years? I was joking that has to be some kind of record because most TV shows don't make it that long. So I thank you all for watching. We all thank you for watching because there's a lot of guests on there. Some people have been on there a few times. Sometimes there's some of us regulars. You just never know. So thank you for watching because for me, it's been fantastic to be able to meet you all. I would have never met you before that. All right, so here, let me bring this up and show you one more time. Here is the big giveaway. This is it for the giveaway for next week. You can enter at any time starting right now. It is live. I will be posting this on Instagram. In fact, let me check here. If this worked, it should have already posted. So let's see. Did it work? No. But it will. It will be on Instagram. But this is how you enter. You do not have to be on social media to enter this. And I make very careful concerns about this because I know many of you have gotten off Facebook. Some of you gave this up for Lent. So that means you might be watching me on YouTube or you're watching me in the Fashion Sewing Club because then you don't have to be on any social media, right? So for this contest, you don't have to be on anything. All you have to do is go to angelawolf.com. Go click on the blog post. You'll see this beautiful sketch here. Win my lace maker and Angela Wolf's A Touch of Lace. So let me make this bigger for you. If you haven't been to Angela Wolf, this is my website. And there you go. You're going to win the software. $499 is the retail value. Eileen and I were chatting this morning, and we have some pretty exciting things planned for you. That's number one. So to enter the giveaway, you go here, you scroll down. I give you a little bit of information. Notice that exclusive for Fashion Sewing Club members. I'll get back to that in a minute. Enter to win my lace maker. And if you scroll down, it tells you enter your name, answer a couple questions. They were just like questions I'm just curious about. And you enter. Now, I do ask for your email because that's how we let you know that you win. And then I'll send out a final email to everyone that entered. One email. I'm not going to be spamming, just to let you know who won. And then there won't be any mistakes on what happened. So you have to fill out this entry. You can, for those of you that like to do a little bit more work, you can only enter once. So one entry. So don't worry about coming back every day unless you want to just hang out and say hi. But you can get extra entries. And I left links on here. You can get extra entries on Facebook by following the link that I will post on my Facebook page later today. And Eileen has posted on Designs and Machine Embroidery. We're doing this in collaboration, so we both are teaming up on this giveaway. So that's on Facebook or on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, that post will be up as soon as I hang up here because it's all ready. I just have to click a button. I just want to proofread it for all of I'm trying to proofread, so I quit making you guys crazy. And also in this blog post here, if you leave a comment below after you read the blog post, that gives you an additional entry. So you've got a lot of ways to enter, but the one way that you have to do is you have to enter into the form. That's the main giveaway. Everything else you do, I add you as extra entries. Or if you share it with a friend, you get the software automatically adds an extra entry for you. So you have lots of ways to win. But what you're going to win, next Thursday, I will be drawing one lucky winner. One. And that one lucky winner is going to win the software collection, which you can see right here. I kind of gave a little teaser about that yesterday in the Fashion Sewing Club. The software, which is a retail value of $499, and my lace collection. Now, if you win this and you've already pre-ordered my lace collection, no worries, because I will just take it out of your cart because you won it for free, right? So don't worry about pre-ordering. You guys all know I have certain discounts in the Fashion Sewing Club. So if you order and you win, no worries at all, unless you're giving it to a friend and you're saying, I want 2 copies, which you don't need 2 copies, okay? So that's the giveaway for next week. One more thing though, and I know many of you have asked, what about the Fashion Sewing Club? Well, I'm going to try to have special offers and giveaways in there. So basically, what you pay for your membership is peanuts. You'll get that back in bonuses of discounts or discounts to other places. The live Q&A should be priceless in itself, but you know, maybe it's not your cup of tea. Well, here's a special one for you. So I talked to Eileen today, and she is the guru on this lace software. Okay, you guys saw me play with that a little bit yesterday in the Fashion Sewing Club, but I know this much of it. I'm going to learn this much because I want to take my designs and make my own lace, but she knows it inside out backwards. You saw that beautiful jacket she made with all those floating flowers. Well, guess what? She is going to offer a private full tutorial. Well, not full, that'd be all day, but she's going to pop in to a special time. Let's see, the date is, this is just for the Fashion Sewing Club members. I haven't even included this in your calendar yet, so this is totally new that you'll have something to look forward to. So if you're thinking about joining the club, you're going to want to do it in April and stay there through May because she's going to come in for a special show. What is the date down there? May 7th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, you don't have to be live. You can go back and watch her tutorial at any time, which will be a great bonus because if you end up having the software, you'll be able to go back and say, maybe a year from now, if you're still in the club, you can say, I cannot remember how this worked. We'll be able to save that and use that for future. Priceless training, totally free to the members. I think that's awesome. But that wasn't enough. I had to go further. So I said, all right, so the club needs something really cool for the month of May then, because we already have a lot of fun stuff. I added an extra Q&A this month. So at the end of her tutorial that we will do live, that she can answer your questions, show you around how it works, we are going to give away another software collection and lace collection embroidery. My collection of embroidery, a touch of lace, and Dime's software collection. So again, like almost $600 worth to one lucky winner. And you don't have to enter for that portion, because that's just for members only in May. And whoever's a member, I scan all your names, put it in the database, and one random winner will be drawn. All right, lastly, before I sound like a infomercial, which I'm not, I'm just telling you about the giveaway because it's free. Lastly, all of these giveaways are for international or USA. So all my international friends that are always like, oh, I don't want to pay that much for shipping. Guess what? Now you don't, because my lace designs are available CD where I send to you, or you can download them. So anybody who has already pre-ordered, I think Gail left me a message. If you're on here, Gail, I will get back to you. If you don't want the CD and you just want downloadable, the price is the same, but you don't have to pay shipping. So it's kind of your pick, 50-50. So if you are looking at getting the lace designs, what we will do is send you a special software code, and that's how you can get into the software. So downloadable or CD. And I made very sure, because I know so many of you are from other countries or live out in the middle of nowhere. Not that I live in a metropolis, but and shipping can get expensive. So there you go. That's the giveaway for next week. You cannot miss it. Thank you, Melody. Melody said FSC is a wonderful platform. In case you didn't know that, that's our abbreviation for Fashion Sewing Club. Stacy says, are you signing off? I am signing off, but not till I draw the final winner. And Rebecca, great to see you. It's live and she just entered. Thank you. That means the contest is working. Yay. This never happens. Everyone, you guys already entered. Boy, you guys are multitasking. Good job. Robin says she gave up her Coca-Colas for Lent. Good one. All right. So let me, Liz said she just ordered the designs and wants the downloadable, please. So by the way, if you ordered it and you paid for shipping, I just refund you that. So don't worry about that. Or you can leave your message. So now we need to draw a winner for this. This one is shipped. So let's see who's going to win season 16. I think this one had the lace top that I was wearing a couple days ago. Yep, it sure was. So let me open the contest here. And for those of you that are watching on replay, or if you want to watch this again, you can share it to your page. You won't lose it. And if you're watching on YouTube, happy Saturday, because that's usually the day that this airs, or another day, the original date. All right, results. Contest for Paige. Let's see who's going to win. Oh, I have a big note on here. Shirley and, oh goodness, guys, you got everybody that won the free month of Fashion Sewing Club last week. I believe it was Kay and Shirley. That's what it's telling me on here. I forgot to send you your email, and both of you messaged me. Well, Kay didn't, but Shirley did, so I apologize. I will take care of that this afternoon. I have a big Post-it note on my screen. You didn't send them the entry. So you both won the free month to the Fashion Sewing Club, and I'm so sorry. So I will take care of that today, and don't worry, your month doesn't start until I give it to you. So you didn't lose a week, and you didn't miss anything, all right? All you missed was one live Q&A, and you can watch the replay. So I apologize for that. I love Post-it notes on my computer. All right. Where is this? Oh, here we go. Season 16. Everything moves around on here. Results. Okay, you guys might be curious about this. I ask you questions quite often in these giveaways. Yeah. And last week, I asked you, by the way, are my glasses purple? Because they're for computers. They make me crazy, except if I'm looking at a computer screen. Do you currently watch It's So Easy TV? And you guys can comment below because I'm curious. On PBS, YouTube, the Fashion Sewing Club. Yes, we're posting older episodes there at this time. On the website, on Create TV, on Amazon, or you haven't started watching yet. Those were just 6 of the things that off the top of my head that I could think, okay, where does It's So Easy air? All those places, PBS, YouTube, Fashion Sewing Club, website, Create TV, Amazon, not all in the same order, but that's where you can find episodes. Yeah, Amazon live streaming. I actually was watching last week, older episodes, but it's sewing. It's not like it goes out of style. The only thing that changes is the machine, and maybe I get a few more wrinkles, something like that. And hopefully I talk slower than season 1. We'll leave it at that, okay? So would you like to know what the vote was? So it looks like 48.8% of you watch it on PBS, which is awesome. You're supporting our public television station by watching. If your station does not carry it anymore, you know you can send them a note and say, I really miss seeing It's So Easy TV. And I've heard of quite a few stations that started carrying the show and some of the other quilting shows again. It's like somebody makes up their mind and says, you know what, I don't think anybody's sewing and quilting, and they take them down. And then everybody sends letters in and they put them back up. The big thing is they have to have a sponsor for it, or they need to know you're watching. So if you leave them a note, or if they do a live pledge and you pledge a little bit of money, then that's even a double bonus. But that's how you have it on PBS. YouTube, that's a no-brainer. Now you can watch YouTube on your TVs. And then third, let's see what percentage of that. Just about 20% have been watching in the Fashion Sewing Club. So thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Now let's draw a winner. If I can find, draw winners. One lucky winner, and you get an extra entry if you referred the contest to a friend. Don't forget that. That's automatic in the software. I can't make this up. And you just could not have won in the last 30 days. Now, for the next giveaway, anybody can win, okay? Because the next giveaway is like almost $600. So, but for this one, let's see who we have. I don't think you've won lately. And she watches on YouTube. So Beverly Ohm, O-H-M is the last name. Beverly, congratulations. You win season 16 of It's So Easy. You currently watch older episodes on YouTube, and now you can have season 16, which just came out on PBS. So, Robin, I just realized I left your comment up there. Sorry about that. So congratulations, Beverly. So you guys have a great day. I have a ton of stuff coming up for you in the next few weeks, but in the meantime, pack your bags. I'll see you in Cleveland. On Thursday, I will be doing I'm going to be doing the live show on Thursday next week instead of Wednesday. I know Wednesday behind the scenes at 1:30, but I'm going to be in the car or the plane. I haven't decided if I'm flying or driving yet. So either way, I'm going to be disposed at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. So instead, the live show is going to be on Thursday, and I will leave a note so you guys know what time. It really depends on what's going on at the show at that time and if I have a good signal. I'm sure I will because I haven't had any problems up to this point. I'll do the drawing and show you around the show a little bit. We'll do a little live preview. The week after, by the way, I will be flying on Wednesday. So the next 2 Wednesdays, there will not be live shows. They're going to be moved to different days. So next week, I will see you on Thursday, and you'll just have to stay tuned for the week after. All right? Bye, guys. Have a great day. I can see you guys. Everyone's saying congrats, Beverly. Congrats. And Christina, so glad you were able to make it today. You guys have fun. Do not forget to keep showing what you're working on in the Angela Wolf Pattern Sewing Group. I love that. I didn't bring that up today because I had so many other things to share with you. So I will do a show and tell in a few weeks. And that's about it. Leave your messages. And if you're coming in later, welcome. See you guys.